From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
All right, this crazy weather, it's making things happen outside that we don't really want to have happen yet. These are some early peach blooms. I mentioned this at 5 o'clock. John Durkee, one of our storm trackers, said he went out in his backyard and he said his peach tree's blooming. Do we like to see that? No. Why do we not like to see that? Because we'd like for it to wait until late March, not the beginning of March, because our last freeze usually will happen around about April 1st or so. That's the norm. But unfortunately, things have gotten a little carried away just because it is so doggone warm. And so, I mean, you just feel like it's spring. Wanted to mention this because we did have several people calling in and say, can we plant stuff? You can plant stuff almost year round. I know December, January, not so much so. But into February and March, the cool season crops such as garlic, onions, beets, radishes, turnips, cauliflower, and then lettuce, potatoes, carrots. Those are all things you can plant. And if you want to do that with a family, kind of get them to kind of have a green thumb this year, that's a good beginning, and you get to see things slowly grow. So there's a lot of things you can be doing now before you actually maybe try to go out and do a whole bunch of stuff. But we are talking about pruning trees and shrubs kind of coming to an end. Sap, as it starts to warm up, starts to go back up in the trees, and you like to have it when the sap is pretty much not as active, so to speak, and it allows the trees not to lose some sap, and that makes the wounds heal a little bit better. As far as days since the rain, it's been almost a month since we've had a quarter inch of rain. I don't know about you, but all of a sudden I was like, it's rained for a while. And sprinkles and stuff like that. And so that's about all we've had. So it'd be good to get some rain. And over the next 7 days, we are looking at the potential for a ½ inch to an inch around Tulsa. North and east could be more than that. And then south and west, we'd really like to get some rain out west. Of course, we've had all those fires going on. That is something else. Look at the sunset. This is just not just a cool sunset. And so high cirrus clouds are near us and have been overhead as well. Again, the days are getting longer. And as I mentioned, 1 week from now, that sun will still be up in the sky an hour longer in the evenings. All right, we continue with tree pollen. Red cedar continues to do its thing at this point. And so we do have other trees that are pollinating. And of course, with the wind blowing today, that's going to add to it a little bit. But we're sitting at 78 gorgeous degrees. Winds have died down considerably. It was a very windy day, but the winds are down. And they'll switch around more to a northerly direction late tonight and tomorrow as a cold front moves through. At this time, most of our metro temperatures are in the 70s. We're down into the 60s around Pawhuska and extending to Oilton, then back on up around Pawnee, Okmulgee, and then extending through Glenpool, and then off to the east around Broken Arrow at 77, 78 in Jenks. So very mild, but that front's right on us now. So the winds are switching around more west northwesterly as we go through tonight. You can tell how much cooler it is out in the western part of the state, how much milder and more humid it is here in the eastern part of the state. So that's setting us up for thunderstorms tonight, mainly in far southeast Oklahoma. But a few of these cells could be strong enough they could clip Pittsburgh County, Latimer County, and then into LaFleur counties. So you guys got to be aware that if some of those storms get going, there'll be some lightning, thunder, and there could be some small hail up to nickel size. Could be larger, but most of that will be just south and east of our viewing area. And then that'll continue to move on out. By morning, much cooler. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 40s from north and west of Tulsa, still 50s to the east and southeast of Tulsa. And then tomorrow, temperatures will be in the 60s. It is going to be a pleasant day across the area, mostly sunny skies, but a north wind and cooler. Then we'll be in the 40s by the time we get into Wednesday morning, and then by the time we're into Wednesday afternoon, still very nice, upper 60s to around 70. But that changes. Rain, showers, and thunderstorms show up late Wednesday night, most of the day off and on Thursday. We're cooler because of the rain and clouds, but not that much, upper 60s, low 70s. And on Friday, showers and thunderstorms will slowly end and try to pull out, but we'll have more of a northerly wind component, making it a little bit more on the wet side still probably as we go on into Friday, and that should be out of the picture. The extended outlook for March looks not too bad. We do have a cold shot coming in late in the pretty much in the month. So don't get too excited that the fact that we are going to possibly be freezing still. So it's not quite over with yet. So tomorrow looking good as well as on into Wednesday. That looks fantastic. Here comes that chance of rain, especially for late Wednesday night, Thursday, and Friday. And then it ends. The weekend is pretty cool. The beginning of next week, not so bad. That is Look at Your 9-Day Planner. We will be right back.